Reddit Ask Me Anything. I watched my younger brother stab one of my older brothers, and I had to kill him. I'm doing a series of AMAs with my grandfather, who's experienced some during his life. He asked if there was any platform on the internet we could do these at, so we came here. 4 new people. His younger brother stabbed his older brother out of jealousy. Were you ever convicted of the murder? Thankfully no. I never was filled in on how much there was actual looking into the incident. Is your older brother okay? He recovered rather quickly. He passed away 2 years ago, but thankfully it was to old age. How old were the 3 of you at the time, and how close as brothers, and as a family as a whole? We weren't as close as some families would, as we lived in a farm, and had plenty of other siblings. We never became close or as close as a family of 4 would. Why did he stab his older brother? Out of jealousy. His older brother had married a girl his younger brother had been sweet on for months. He apparently wasn't very healthy on the inside ever. Did your grandpa go to jail, and how long after his little brother died? What did their parents have to say / do about the whole situation? How old were the parties involved when the fight happened? I didn't go to jail. My mother was at the hospital at that time, but my father was out in the fields tending to the livestock. When he heard, he was furious at everyone. My mother was just sad. If I remember correctly, I believe my younger brother was no more than 18 and my older brother was around his early 20s. Why did you kill him? And was your younger brother mentally ill? Also, is your other brother okay now? I originally didn't mean to kill him, but I punched and kicked him a few times too hard. Yes, he most likely was. Unfortunately, he passed 2 years ago, but when he was stabbed he came out okay. Were there any difficulties in the aftermath of the event? Nothing major ever came up for me. I'm not sure how deep they went with the investigation. What's the story behind this? Why did he stab him? How old were they both? What was the aftermath, both legally and with your family? Did he deserve it, or is your little brother a psycho? He stabbed him because of jealousy. My older brother married a girl my younger brother was sweet on, and had been a long time. My younger brother was 18 at most and my older brother was in his early 20s. Legally, the aftermath was unusually short. There was some investigation, but I was never filled to the brink on what they did. With the family, we just tried moving on as fast as we could. My older brother definitely didn't deserve to be stabbed. I'm very confused. Can you please walk me through the story? My older brother married a girl who my younger brother had been sweet on for quite some time. He lost it a few days after hearing the news. When my older brother came over, he stabbed him somewhere in his side area. Are you okay? Must have been tough to go through. I was / am fine. It was tough, but not in the way you'd expect. It wasn't like losing a brother, it was just like I was defending my real family. How did you kill him? I punched or kicked him too hard in the head. Does he regret it? No. In his words, it felt more like defending a family member rather than killing your brother. How many siblings do you have total? What did they do with their lives, and what are they doing now? What did you do with your life, and what are you up to now? I had 9 siblings. We grew up in a farmhouse. They moved on and went to work for different employers. Not sure where to though. Most have unfortunately passed away due to old age, but I can say for a fact all of them lived happy lives. I'm living a peaceful life in a small city with my wife of 52 years. What country did this all take place? Finland. Was there ever an investigation after? Did anyone call the police? There was an investigation. Can't remember much of it. I was never fully filled in. In fact, it was me who ran to our neighbor's house to call the police. We didn't have a phone back then yet. How do other people in real life react when you tell them about this? Such as your wife. I'm assuming if you've been married for so long you've told her about it? Yeah, we've been married for 52 years. She reacted in the way you'd expect. Shocked at first but understanding after. Other than her and my other close family, I don't usually tell anyone. How has your mental health been affected since you killed your brother? It sounds like it was a very tough situation. I'm sorry you were brought to that situation. It was tough, but we all managed through it. I guess I was depressed for some time, but I never got diagnosed, so I'm not sure, but now I'm doing great and barely remember it unless reminded. How long, if at all, were they dating before this? Did the younger brother just find out they were even talking when he heard about the marriage? If he was in love with her, wouldn't he know who she was dating? TL. Doctor, how did the younger brother not know about this before they were married/getting married? My guess is that he found out when my older brother announced it. Dating back then was very secretive, and unless you knew someone personally you probably wouldn't know if they were dating someone. He wasn't obsessed with her, just in love. Is this a confession or for fun? It's not a confession. It would sound a bit morbid to say it's for fun, but me and Op decided to go back to memory lane as I've had quite an event-fun life. Would you have gotten stabbed if you didn't knock him out? I'm not sure. I can't even fully remember what exactly happened. All I remember from it was my brother being stabbed by my other brother and me immediately jumping to attack him. Do you still feel guilt? I ask because it sounds very much like you saved one brother's life and that your other brother forced you into the situation. How did you deal with those conflicting emotions, knowing you had to attack one brother to rightfully save the other? I don't feel guilt. I'm glad I did it, because I just knew it was at that point he had lost it. No coming back. I hope this isn't insensitive in some way I don't understand, but I'm very glad you don't feel guilt. IMHO, you shouldn't. While the whole situation sucked, I would be grateful for a sibling who would protect me like that. Best wishes. What was the aftermath? The police came over as quick as they could, and the body was taken away. There was some looking into on what exactly happened, but I wasn't filled in with all the info.